Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kate. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, and in today's video, we're gonna be going through my sales on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, and Depop between the dates of January 5th through January 31st. So essentially all of January. Sales have been okay for me. I had a couple of times where for 3-4 days in a row, I was getting no sales on Poshmark, and that was very discouraging. But what I did was I hosted a live show on Poshmark because I remembered hearing somewhere that if you do live shows, Poshmark likes it for some reason, and it boosts your closet in the algorithm and you make more sales. So I tried it out and I made one sale during the Poshmark live show, so whatever. But then after that Poshmark live show, I made 2 more sales after a couple of days of making no sales. Then the next day I made like 2 sales, and then the next day I made like 5 sales. So if you're having slow to no sales on Poshmark, I recommend trying out a live show because it has done wonders for me. I'm gonna do another live tonight. And although I don't plan on selling anything, and if I do sell something, it's gonna be for a really low amount, I'm gonna hope that it boosts my closet again because I've done 2 lives now, and every time I've seen a major boost in my closet. Anyway, let's dive into my sales for January. I made some pretty quick flips, less than 30 days. So let's go and dive into my sales.
It's been a while since I've done a what sold video. It feels like I'm going to try to talk kind of quietly because my daughter is sleeping upstairs, but this is the perfect opportunity for me to record this what sold video because my daughter's sleeping and my other daughter is at preschool. So I'm excited to get this what sold video out of the way and talk about it with you guys because I actually really do enjoy going through my sales and talking to you guys about it. We're going to start off with Mercari like I always do. If you're new to my what sold videos, I like to go over what sold, how much it sold for, how much I paid for it originally, where I bought it, if I pick it up again, my profit margin, and keywords I put in my title and description. So this first sale on Mercari is this new Lulu's Midnight Blue off-the-shoulder fitted ruffle midi formal dress, size medium. In my description, I got this paragraph, I believe, directly from Lulu's website. If there is a listing still on the original brand's website, I will take the keywords from that website and the description like this listing had, and I just stole the paragraph from there. In my own keywords to add to the listing, I put keywords in my description to help the algorithm. So, for example, if someone searches black tie dress and, that's not in my title, but it's in my description, my listing will come up in their search results. So for my style tags for this listing, I put mermaid dress, bodycon, sexy feminine, event, prom, homecoming, school dance, black tie, bridesmaid, classic, classy, and party. I bought this dress for $4 at the Goodwill outlet, and it sold for $27. I'm not sure on my exact profit because my husband's the Excel sheet that my husband made me, it still has in the algorithm, whatever it's called. I don't even know how Excel really works, but it's still set to where Mercari has no fees, and that has since changed. And so I don't know my exact profit, but you can kind of get an idea if I paid $4 and it sold for $27. And then this only took 32 days to sell, so it's a little more than a month. I bought this dress because although I have a hard time selling Lulu's, this was a longer length and it was new with tags. So those were 2 really great key factors. I think it only retailed for like $60, but this is a dress that I would pick up again. It honestly looks black, but it is navy blue. So let's move on to the next listing. I sold this pair of Eileen Fisher tan leather Vonda tumbled nubuck cutout ankle boots, size 8. In my description, I put the keywords feminine, quality, cute, neutral, fall dressy, as well as some information that I must have got from somewhere. I honestly can't remember now. I bought this at a thrift store for $8. It sold for $32.06, which was an offer that I sent to a liker. I have been very vigorous on Mercari lately, just going through all my listings and lowering the prices by 5% because it boosts my closet in Mercari because it kind of takes it as a new listing. So if I'm boosting all of my listings as well as offering lower and lower every couple of days to anyone who's liked my items, it has been resulting in sales for me. This pair of shoes took 97 days to sell. This was actually my first pair of Eileen Fisher shoes that I'd ever picked up. And I would say that Eileen Fisher doesn't do the best for me in terms of the whole brand itself. Like, I don't do that well with clothing, but I had heard about Eileen Fisher shoes doing well. So I'm glad I thrifted these, and I would pick these up again. Just so you guys know, I am not going to be going through every single sale on every platform. I did make a few more sales than this on Mercari in the month of January. But we're going to just go through a few for every platform: Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, and eBay, because I don't want this video to be a million minutes long. And then the last sale we're going to go through on Mercari is this. This is a Universal Works brown thick quality chinos straight leg high rise pants, size 32. In my description, I put the keywords handsome, casual, neutral, dress up or down, everyday, business casual, and closet staple. I bought this pair of pants from the Goodwill outlet for $3. In actuality, I probably only paid $2, but sometimes I get like my bundle of stuff that I bought at the Goodwill outlet home, and a piece will have a stain or a rip or something that I can't repair, and I'll just end up throwing that item away. And so to cover the cost of the item I took a loss on, I'll increase the price on something else. And this pair of pants sold for $32. That was an offer that I accepted. This pair of pants was getting a ton of interest on other platforms. I had never heard of this brand before. If you can see this brand tag right here, it's kind of covered up by the sold logo, but the tag looked very minimalist. It was black and white, and it kind of had aesthetic looking font on the words. And so I did look up this brand, and I think it's a brand that's sold on Huckleberry. It's like a website that sells a bunch of nice brands. And then I looked up the sell-through rate and the brand on eBay, and the sell-through rate was actually really, really bad. But I still took a chance on these, and like I said, they were getting a ton of interest everywhere, and I had them listed for $40. I think Universal Works pants retail for over $200. So now I have 3 brands that start with the word Universal. We have Universal Works, which is this pair of pants. Then we have Universal Thread, which is the Target brand, which I don't usually pick up to resell. And then we have Universal Standard, which I have sold one time now. And these only took 4 days to sell. So definitely a brand to add to your list if you don't know already. This was a new brand to me, but it was a really nice pair of men's pants. And I believe, is that organic cotton? No, it's just cotton. Really nice pair of men's pants. Very versatile. Would pick those up again. Moving on over to Depop. Depop has been exploding for me, which is really good. I know you're not supposed to have stock photos, so I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that my account doesn't get flagged or taken down, because I feel like stock photos should be allowed for listings, because I'm not trying to claim those photos as my own. I just want to use the item. I just want to use the stock photo to display the item, because sometimes you just really can't get a good idea of what a clothing piece looks like unless it's on a mannequin or a model. So this sale is this Gianni Bini black genuine leather, tall-heeled, classic quality boots, size 7 medium. In my style tags, I put minimalist, sexy, going out, neutral, casual, closet staple, fall, autumn, as well as contemporary and feminine. I actually bought these boots from, wouldn't you know it, the Goodwill outlet. I paid $5 for these, and they sold for $40. I had them listed for $50, but I did accept that $40 offer, and they only sold in 5 days, which is crazy. I saw one of these in like the miscellaneous bin, and I'm like, that looks like real leather. And it was genuine leather. I didn't know the brand. The brand is just Gianni Bini, which does retail for a lot, but like the resale value is not a brand to keep a lookout for. But tall, genuine leather boots definitely have a following just because they can retail for a lot. And they're classic, they're nice, you can wear with so many different outfits. So yeah, I would definitely pick this pair of shoes up again. Then we have another really great boot sale. This is a pair of Timberland black tan suede heritage 6-inch waterproof lace-up boots, size 10.5 medium. And then I got a big paragraph explaining the pair of shoes from I don't think it was Timberland's website directly. I think this specific style isn't sold on Timberland anymore, but another website was selling this specific style of men's Timberland shoes. In my personal style tags, I put outdoor, quality, hiking, camping, grunge, work boots, activewear, casual, and travel, excuse me, as utility, streetwear, and sportswear. I bought these shoes at a thrift store for $10, which is a little steep for shoes for me, but I knew that these were going to sell well. I didn't know the model name or anything, but these were in excellent condition. There was barely any signs of wear, so I sold them for $50, which was an offer that I accepted. And so my profit is $37.90. I just realized I totally forgot to tell you guys what my profit was for the Gianni Bini boots. So the Gianni Bini boots, my profit was $33.23. And then, like I said, for these Timberland boots, my profit was $37.90. So that's great. Both of these shoes gave me over a $30 profit. And this only took 3 days to sell. So 5 days for the Gianni Bini boots and 3 days for the Timberland boots. That is what I call a win. Next, we have the brand Sue P Knits, which I believe has been sold on Anthropologie before. This is what the brand looks like. The material tag had been cut out, but I believe it was either 100% acrylic or like a acrylic blend. I don't usually like to pick up 100% acrylic sweaters or clothing of any kind, but when there's no material tag, I'm like, okay, I can't confirm or deny that it's 100% acrylic. So I did put Anthropologie Sue P Knits because Sue P Knits has been sold on Anthropologie before. And I put gray ribbed mock neck button detail sweater, size 3XL. There was also no size tag, but the sweater did measure at a size 3XL. In my description and style tags, I put log and look, neutral, casual, warm, everyday, classic, winter, fall, travel, outdoor, feminine, and minimalist. I bought this sweater from the Goodwill outlet for $4 and it sold for $20. So my profit is $14.89, and this only took 16 days to sell. If you guys don't know, Anthropologie can be very saturated on the secondhand market, but plus sizes in Anthropologie is a whole different ballgame, right? Like the sell-through rate and the desirability just goes up substantially. I was trying to create a new tab for every item I wanted to show you guys, but it stopped working after like 3 tabs, so I'm just going to have to click into each one. This is a really fun sale that sold very, very quickly. This is a purple gold 100% silk bell sleeve paisley whimsy goth tie shawl shrug size extra large. In my description, I put boho and bohemian. I like to put both keywords in case someone searches just boho or just bohemian. And then I put dance, gypsy, lightweight, hippie, party, festival, unique, and fairy, as well as ballet core, feminine, and maximalism, and fairy. I didn't put that in any of my other listings on my other platforms, but I did put the hashtag or the style tag fairy on this Depop listing. I bought this silk shrug for $3. In actuality, it was probably only like $1 to $2, but because of a loss I took, it's $3, sold for $20, which was an offer that I accepted. So my profit is $15.89, and this took only 5 days to sell. So we're having a lot of quick flips in the month of January. Every time I go to pull my sales from my bins, I've been pulling from my newer bins, which makes me know that I'm, getting better at picking stuff up. Even though I've been reselling for more than a year, I'm still learning and growing. I did buy this because I thought the print was beautiful. It was 100% silk and it had bell sleeves, and I could tell it was a larger size, so I knew this would do well. And apparently it did do well. Let's see. I will quickly mention these. I don't have any statistics for these, but I just bought these based on style, and they were like new. The brand's Joy Folly, which I don't know a whole ton about that brand, but Castle Core is a new one that I have learned about. And like Castle Core kind of encompasses medieval, prairie, and these sold for like, how much did they sell for? I think $52. Yeah, so definitely a style keyword to keep an eye out for, Castle Core. And this is a new brand to me, Joy Folly. So maybe something to look into if you come across a pair of Joy Folly shoes at the thrift store. This next sale we're going to go through are these Vans. This is the first pair of Vans I've ever resold, and I don't have any other Vans for sale in my stores. This is a Vans black brown leopard print soft slip-on loafer sneakers, size 6. And these were in like new condition. I got a paragraph directly from Vans website, and then in my description I put casual, school, everyday, cute, trendy, versatile, animal print, and streetwear. I bought these at a thrift store for only $4, which is why I decided to get them, because they were in like new condition and they were only $4. They actually had the exact same pair, the exact same condition, the exact same size, marked for $6. And I wasn't sure how these would perform, so I only got the one that was $4. But these were getting a lot of attention on Depop as well as eBay. So I paid $4 for these. They sold for $22, which was an offer that I accepted. So my profit is $16.82, and these took 55 days to sell. Last sale I want to go through with you guys on Depop is this vintage t-shirt. This is a vintage Tracy Lawrence Live 1995 Country Cowboy Tennessee River t-shirt, size large. There was a tiny hole in the shoulder. But the thing is, I actually have 2 of these t-shirts, and one of them doesn't have that hole, but I don't know which one I pulled out from my bin, if it's the one that has a hole or if it's the one that doesn't have a hole. So I'm going to just have to relist this t-shirt on all of my platforms and just say that it has a hole. And then if the person buys it and it's the one that doesn't have a hole, because I already sold this one, then they'll just, be in luck because there won't be a flaw to their shirt. In my style tags, I put 90s, horses, singer, music, casual, travel, western, and streetwear. I bought this t-shirt at a estate sale for only $1. I accepted a $20 offer, and so my profit is $17.89, and this took 89 days to sell. So usually I do Poshmark last, but when I was going through my statistics and writing down stuff for this What Sold video, I was like shunning Poshmark because my sales have been so bad. And then I ended up having a really, really great weekend this past weekend. So Poshmark has redeemed itself a little bit, but Poshmark is shunned for this video. So it's going to be second to last rather than last. We're going to end with eBay. So this is a bundle sale. And this bundle, how much did it sell for? This bundle sold for $72. Okay, that's pretty good. So the first thing in this bundle is this Halara purple high-waisted side tie invisible zipper wide leg work pants, size large. In my description, I put the style keywords: stretchy, comfy, girly, style, stylish, business casual, career office, going out, adjustable fit, timeless, and mature. I bought this pair of Halara pants for $5 at a thrift store, and it sold for $24. Technically, everything in the bundle sold for $72, but if you divide that by 3, this sold for $24, and so my profit is $14.20, and this pair of pants only took 19 days to sell. You guys, Halara is a trending brand right now. I don't know how pre-owned stuff does, but new with tag stuff is like booming. If you can get Halara new with tag stuff for cheap, it has flipped for me twice now, new with tags, very, very quickly. Even though it doesn't retail for a ton, I just think it's a very trendy pop-in brand right now. I don't know how long that is going to last, but I would pick these up again because I did make a Halara sale after this pair sold. Next thing in the bundle is this Mossimo Cream Angora Rabbit Hair Wool Blend Deep D ribbed sweater, size large. In my description, I put the keywords soft, warm, neutral, going out, outdoor, winter, fall, minimalist, and body hugging. I bought this sweater at the Goodwill outlet for $2. It sold for $24, and so my profit is $17.20, and this sweater took 70 days to sell. I normally wouldn't get the brand Mossimo. I think it's a Target brand, but this did have Angora rabbit hair and wool in it. So really great material makeup that made the listing more desirable. And then we have this set of J. Jill set of 2 bootcut jeans, black white gingham stretch pants, size 14 tall. In my description, I put the keywords authentic fit, mid-rise, business casual, staple piece, wardrobe, everyday, schoolwork, quality, and shaping. I paid $14 for both of these. So I think I paid $7 per pair of pants, which I feel like is a little spendy for a bundle, but maybe not. So for $24, my profit's only $5.20. But because it was in that bundle, I feel like it was a better sale than had I just sold these for $24 outright. And these took 167 days to sell. I don't know, you guys. I don't have a ton of luck with the brand J. Jill. I know that plus sizes do well, but I don't know. I've just had some stuff in J. Jill sit for me. These were in really excellent condition, though. I would only pick those up again if I could get them for cheaper. I feel like $7 for both, so $14 for both of them is a little expensive. This next sale is this Dreamland Baby white quilted weighted star print sleep sack size 0 to 6 months. In my description, I just put the keywords baby shower and sleep aid because I knew this item would sell itself. If you're a mom or you have taken care of kids at all, you know that like sometimes kids have a hard time falling asleep. And this thing, brand new, is very expensive. I think it retails for like $98 just for a sleep sack. But what makes it so great is that it is weighted. So I bought this at the Goodwill outlet because I thought, okay, either I keep this for myself if I end up having future babies sometime in the future, or I buy it and it ends up having a good resale value. Either way, I'm going to pick it up for $4. So I bought it for $4 at the Goodwill outlet. It sold for $31. And so my profit is $20.80. And it only took 1 day to sell. I actually think I got a $20 offer or $25 offer, which I was going to accept. And then before I got the chance to accept it, someone else just came out and bought it. So that is really great. It was listed for $35, and then after Prime Listers sent out, I don't know how much my discount is off. Maybe it's like 10%, but yeah, $31 it sold for in 1 day. So keep your eye out for Dreamland Baby sleep sacks. The ones that have the short sleeves attached can go for more. Next thing to sell is this Merrill Brown tan leather waterproof tall mid-calf outdoor grunge boots, size 8. In my description, I put the keywords travel, pirate, steampunk, quality, hiking, camping, comfy, casual, winter, fall, and snow boots. These did have some wear on the toe area, but everything was still intact, and I think they were really cute. I bought these from a thrift store for how much? $7. And they sold for my full asking price of $40. I love when that happens. And so my profit is $25, and these only took 21 days to sell. So a really, really great flip. Would definitely pick those up again. I pick up Merrill basically every time I see it. I think Merrill sells a little bit better than the brand Keen does, but I've had a good experience with both brands. I haven't sold a pair of Keens though in a while. This next sale I wanted to show you guys and talk about because it was just such an amazing sale and a really quick flip. This is a vintage Disney Minnie Mouse full body 1998 retired Wilton cake pan for baking. In my description, I put 90s nostalgia, childhood kidcore, birthday party, cake decorating, collectible, and Disneyland. I bought this at the Goodwill outlet for $2. It sold for my full asking price of $25, so my profit is $18, and this only took 44 days to sell. There was some wear to this thing, general signs of wear, but this specific cake pan is actually pretty desirable. And there is some competition for it on eBay, but I don't know how much competition there is for this same pan on Poshmark. So that's why I think it sold here. Not every cake pan does well or, sells fast or even sells for a lot. And not every Disney cake pan sells for a lot. But I've actually sold this exact same cake pan before. Like one of my first things I ever sold on eBay was this cake pan, and it ended up having like the paper insert, but mine didn't have the paper insert this time. But kind of funny that this is the second time I've sold this item, second time I've come across it. So yeah, if you come across this specific style, standing full body Minnie Mouse, it actually has value. So that's awesome. This next sale was pretty great. This is a Wilson's Leather woman's long insulated black belted leather jacket, size medium. In my description, I put quality jacket, slimming, biker, mop wife, sexy, going out, and date night. I bought this jacket for $6 at the and it sold for $50. My profit is $34, and it took 318 days to sell. I think the reason it took so long is just because I had it priced too high. I originally had it listed, I think, for like 150, and I think I ended up having it like listed at 75, and then I got a $50 offer, which I just accepted because, it was over 300 days. But I don't think Wilson's leather jackets sell for a ton. Maybe they do, but this was just sitting for so long. So really happy to have it gone, but this was in excellent condition. And I remember it was, such a long time ago, but, I was at the bins and it was just laying there on top of the bin. And I was like, this is such a nice jacket. Why has no one picked this up yet? Because I was surrounded by the reseller bros. And so I was just really confused, but I'll take it. I will definitely, take that, snatch it up. Glad no one else took it. I had a lot of pretty good high dollar sales for January and quick flips, so I can't complain too much. There was a few days though in Poshmark where it was just so painfully slow. This sale is a Lauren by Ralph Lauren women's black textured leather Newberry tote handbag. In my description, I put wealth out on the town, leather chic, glam, mature, and neutral, as well as versatile. I bought this purse at a thrift store for $7. It sold for $45, and my profit is $29, and this took 245 days to sell. This particular purse had a ton of interest on all my different platforms. I did keep lowering the price, though. It was listed the highest still on Depop, but this just wasn't getting a lot of attention. So I think I ended up lowering the price to like 60 or something, and I did accept that $45 offer. And I'm just glad that it sold. Two more things to go through on Poshmark before we head on over to eBay, where I did make less sales than Poshmark. But like I said, I was shunning Poshmark for this video. This is a vintage social circles deep dark red velvet cowl neck formal maxi dress size 8. In my description, I put the keywords elegant, sexy, gown, back slit, sleeveless, spaghetti strap, empire waist, 90s long, evenings dress, wedding, bridesmaid, lovely, vampire, and Miss Scarlet. This was a complete style-based pickup, but it was just gorgeous. I am really shocked that it took so long to resell. I think I just had it listed too high. I ended up lowering the price and lowering the price. I think I ended up lowering it to $45, and then someone bought it outright for $45, paid $8 for it at a thrift store. And yeah, like I said, it took 262 days to sell. I paid $8 for it at a thrift store. It sold for $45. And so my profit is $28, and it took 262 days to sell. So longer than I would have liked. I think next time I pick up something similar, I am just going to keep it, conservatively priced. Last sale on Poshmark was such a quick flip. So we had those two slow flips, the past two we just talked about, but this one was fast. This is a Wool X gray merino wool Mia V-neck lightweight base layer t-shirt size extra large. In my description, I put quality, basic, casual, and neutral, and then I got a few sentences from Wool X's website directly. This brand has been on my radar for a while, but I've never found it. Then I came across this. It was actually right next to that Universal Works pair of pants. Bin was good to me that day. I bought this for $2. It sold for $36, which was 10% off of, I think, $40, which it was originally listed at. So my profit is $26.80, and this only took 5 days to sell. This was getting a ton of attention everywhere. It was crazy. Like this Wool X t-shirt, this exact same one, was selling for over $40. I saw like a $42 comp on a one that had like 2 small holes, and this only retails for like $90. But Wool X is a very, very highly desired brand, and like merino wool base layers during this time of year can fetch you some pretty good money if it's the right brand. Let's finish off strong with eBay. So this is a Calvin Klein vintage blue light wash 90s denim bomber jacket, 100% cotton, size large. I can't believe I spelled cotton Cotten. That is not how you spell cotton. Oh, you guys, I just realized my husband made this listing, so he spelled it wrong. Okay, I was like shocked that I spell gone wrong. In my description, I put the keywords 90s classic, biker, and vintage. Technically, actually, no, those were probably my keywords because my husband, when he was trying to help me list, didn't know a whole ton about keywords. I bought this for $4 at an estate sale. I actually think I only paid $2 for it, but I must have taken a loss or something. It sold for $30. My profit is $18.80, and this took 61 days to sell. So just a little more than 2 months. That is really, really good, in my opinion. Another great sale on eBay is the Solomon Gray Black Conta Grip Thinsulate Waterproof Outdoor Snow Boots, size 12. In my description, I put the keywords snowboarding, warm, quality, and durable. I bought these at the Goodwill outlet actually for $8. I find some of the best shoes at the Goodwill outlet. They sold for $37, which was an offer that I sent to a watcher. And so my profit is $20.12. And these only took 12 days to sell. Solomon is a really great brand. You have to have the right thing though. I have a pair of hiking Solomon sneakers that have been sitting forever. And I think it's just because they have too much wear. This next sale I wanted to show you guys is not a high dollar sale, but it flipped very, very quickly. It was something I was thinking about buying at the thrift store, and I'm glad I did because that gut instinct paid off. This is a Columbia black stretchy sleeveless side slits chill river midi dress, size large. In my description, I put the keywords fitness, neutral, casual, lightweight, summer vacation, tennis prep, and pickleball. When it comes to eBay doesn't take keywords from your description, I believe. And so I just put those same keywords in the theme section of item specifics. And then I got a bunch of information, like a little paragraph, I believe from Amazon, because I think Amazon was selling this exact same dress. I bought this at a thrift store for $6. It only sold for $22, but it only took 3 days to sell. So my profit is only $10.72, but it only took 3 days to sell. So I would do that all day long if it only took 3 days to sell. And then another pretty quick sale is this Nick plus Zoe black linen blend lightweight knit color block cardigan, size 2X. In my description, I put the keywords breathable, beachy, vacation, coastal, resort wear, boho, moody, and whimsy goth. I have only ever picked up the brand Nick plus Zoe one other time, and it was actually a couple weeks before I bought this brand. And I was like, maybe I shouldn't buy Nick plus Zoe before I experience the brand for a little bit. But I couldn't say no to this piece because it was a linen blend and a size 2X. And so I thought, okay, I'm just going to go for it. And I'm so glad I did. Paid $7 for it at a thrift store. It sold for $28. So my profit is $14.28. And it took 10 days to sell. Then we have this. This is a vintage Sony Silver Retro portable SRF-59 AM FM radio Walkman. In my description, I put the keywords nostalgia, music, Y2K, 2000s, and celebrity. I bought this at an estate sale for $2. I think it came in like a bundle of stuff, so I think I only paid like 50 cents, but like I said, cost of goods, $2. Sometimes I have to do that. It sold for $18. My profit is $11.69, and this took 63 days to sell. I actually have another Sony Walkman listed in my stores that my dad gave me, but it's a much nicer version that plays cassette tape. I do need to test it out though still. And I think I need to lower the price. I think I have it priced a little bit too high. 2 more sales to go on eBay, and then we will be done. I wish I could go through every single sale because I would love to talk about every single sale, but my voice would be dead by that time. And I think I'd run out of time because I need to get my daughter from preschool here in 30 minutes. So this is the Thermosilk Caramar Cream 100% pure Chinese imperial silk base layer pants, size small. In my description, I put the keywords lightweight, elastic waist, outdoor, hiking, and camping. The thing with these was that the seams were unraveling at the waistband and there were a few runs and holes in the pants. There was more wear than I originally saw at the Goodwill outlet. I only paid $1, very, very lightweight item, but it only sold for $15, which was my full asking price. I priced it very low because of all those flaws. And so my profit is $10.40, not bad. It only took 5 days to sell. So pretty good profit for the amount of time that it took to sell. Last sale I want to talk about is not a clothing item. I like going through things that weren't clothing items, just because I'm, interested in selling more than just clothing. I mean, I want to thrive mostly on clothing reselling business, but like it's fun to look in the home goods and the toys at the thrift store. So if I can find, home goods and toys that, or hard goods that, you know, are worth money, then I want to pick them up. So this is a Disney Munchlings Chip Dale chip. Why did I put that twice? I put Chip Dale chip. I should have put Chip and Dale. Anyway, falafel pita pocket street food stuffed animal. It's so funny because I didn't realize that this was like food on his head until I got home. I thought it was like I thought it was a Christmas Chip and Dale. But anyway, it's not Christmas. It's a piece of tomato. So that's kind of funny. In my description, I put collectible nostalgia Disneyland and Disney World. I saw this exact stuffed animal selling on Amazon after I got home and bought this for like $40, and it came with another little plushie. So I did mention in my description that there was a little plushie missing. I did buy this at the Goodwill outlet for $3, and it only sold for $15, but I made $8.66, and this only took 21 days to sell. So I think I'd pick that up again. Very low cost of goods and fun little flip, fun thing to try out. So yeah, those are all my sales for most of January.
Well, that is it for this What Sold video. I think I'm going to start doing monthly What Sold videos rather than every couple of weeks or 1 week, because every month is a lot more feasible for my lifestyle, and then I can do more thrift with me's and more thrift hauls, and also sprinkle in those brands list videos, but those videos don't do very well for me. But I am committed to the brands lists, every letter of the alphabet videos. If you like this video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of February, because then my 365-day 1,000 subscribers will reset. And I'm really hoping that I can start making just a little bit of money from doing YouTube, because I do spend a lot of time in doing these YouTube videos and I enjoy it, but it would also be nice to make a little bit of a payoff. So if you like this video, please subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.